I'm going to spill something, aren't I? Hello. Hello, my tortured poets. Have you arrived? Oh my goodness. If you case you are new here, Lauren runs late. It's not late. I run on Lauren standard time. You know. Hello. How's the connection? Who do we got here? Who is here? Hi, friends. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to tilt this down a little bit, get you guys situated, point you this way. Welcome to the Tortured Poet era. Hi, guys. Oh my goodness. It's so lovely to see your face. We're doing an old school YouTube live stream. And you know what we're also doing? A TikTok live stream. How meta. My favorite is that some of you guys were like, I'm going to do both. I'm going to cross over from TikTok over to YouTube. And can she go live on multiple platforms? She can. She's doing it all. She's doing it all. Hey guys, how are you? Can you believe that it's here? It's finally here. It's Thursday, April 18th. Like, we've just been talking about this date for so long. I guess not even that long. Like, I kind of still am sad that, not sad, that sounds negative. There are all these like outdoor sounds happening. I was just still so set on her announcing Reputation at the Grammys, and she did not. She did not. She instead created this whole new persona, being the chairman of the department of the Tortured Poets department. I just cannot believe it. I can't believe you made it. Hi, guys. Oh, it's so good to see you. Who do we got here in the chat? YouTube isn't working for me, so I'm glad TikTok is working. Well, we're going live on both of them. We'll see how that goes. You guys, hello. Who do we have here? Oh, I love like recognizing so many of your guys' names. If you are new here, hi, I'm Lauren. I'm Lauren Lipman. I talk about all things pop culture, but mostly Taylor Swift. Let's be real here. I've been covering Taylor Swift news for like 7 years now. It's insane. Taylor Swift watched my YouTube channel back in like 2018, and she reached out to me to like put my video on the Reputation World Stadium tour. So if you went to the Rep tour and I look familiar, this is why. I was the one on the stage, the Rep tour thing that was like, I want to watch it again, and talking about Todrick Hall. And yeah, I don't know. I just felt like to give you guys this little intro because there are a lot of people, my dog is barking, sorry. There's a lot of people that don't really, I don't know. We've just got new eras of Swifties all over. 8 hours to go. Is that really what it is? Oh my goodness. All right. Who do we got here in the comments? Oh my gosh, I have to put all my things on Do Not Disturb. Isn't it funny as like Swifties, like we see everything that goes on the internet and we see all the memes and the jokes and the things that are happening. And then like people in your real life, your mom, your dad, your friends, they like send you this thing and they're like, did you know that Taylor Swift is putting up QR codes around the world? And like, what does she mean by hereby? And you're like, yes, Sally, I'm aware. I'm glad that, but you're like trying to be kind and like, this is for you too. Like, absolutely. But like, don't be embarrassing. Of course I know, girl. I know. I've known all about this. I just think it's so yes, okay. I'm glad that you guys agree because it's the same. Everyone understands, just or at least the Swifties that were like, we are deep in it. Deep in the Swiftie world, but it's just very funny. Like my mom came over and she's like, well, did you know that this was happening? And I love my mom and you guys love my mom too. And I was like, yeah, isn't that exciting? And just trying to be positive, but it's fun. It's like that thing when like, what was happening when like our parents were getting on Facebook for the first time? My dog's going to scratch at the door and I'm going to have to let him in and interrupt my live stream. There he is. Harley, are you interrupting the live? Come here. Come say hi to the people. Oh, and then we close the door. This is Harley. Hi, guys. Harley. He's my baby. Hello. Okay. Back to the live stream. What I was saying wasn't it funny? Like when our parents first got on Facebook and we were like all in like the memes, and then you try and like show your parents like a meme or a video and they go, who is that? Who's that in the video? And you're like, Mom, that's not the point. Just laugh at the joke, like move on. It's just very funny. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Hi, friends. I want to know who's here in the YouTube live stream chat and who's here in the TikTok live stream. I'm doing a little bit of both. We're going to see how chaotic and crazy this gets. As I am doing this fun little intro and chatting with you guys, I did put up ooh, how am I gonna do this on my phone? I did put up a tweet and an Instagram story where you guys can go in and ask me questions, things you'd like me to talk about in this live stream, because you know that this is like a tradition that we do. Taylor Swift announces an album, I go live. Taylor Swift announces an album in that week, you can always expect a Lauren Lipman live stream. Okay. Okay, who do we got here? We've got Elise Maria Cruz. You saw me on Good Morning America today? Isn't that cool? I thought it was so cool. So yeah, Good Morning America reached out to me yesterday on TikTok and they were like, Lauren, can we use your video for this segment? And I was like, yes, please do. It'd be sick if you tagged me or used my name, but please do. They did. They did include my name on the webcast, not the webcast, like the national TV one, which is so very, very cool. But you guys, what am I even saying right now? I cannot believe that we're here, that we're alive, that it's, my thoughts today are insane. Very quickly, who do we got here in the comments? We've got Heidi, Black Ice, hi Aaron, Madison, Jesse C, Maria Cruz. Oh, you recognize Harley. I know Harley's like always in the background of some of my Isn't he cute? Hi, baby. Oh my God. He's always like in the background of my videos, especially when I do my Taylor Swift album reactions, just because Taylor Swift like knows my schedule. She always likes to drop things the days that I'm doing stuff, the days that I cannot be there. And she's just very, very good at this. Hi, Pauline from France. We've got Dawn Light Spring, Emma F, Makari, Edward. Hello, guys. Oh my God. R.I.P. Joe. Oh my goodness. What? I was talking about this on the TikTok live earlier today. What do you think Joe's doing today? What do you think? What do you think he's doing? Like, my Twitter handle, I'm at Lauren Lipman on all platforms. But I was saying in my TikTok live earlier today, like, what do you think if I was Joe Alwyn's either current girlfriend, I don't know if he's seeing anyone, friends, cousins, family members, mom, dad, I would be like, Joe, let's go on holiday today. Let's take a load off. Let's go on a retreat. Let's remove you from any cell phone, internet, Wi-Fi, anything. Like, insane. I don't really know what to expect. Parts of me feel bad. I can't feel bad though, because we just don't, wait, down bad. By the way, and I wanted to talk about this when I go through like the track list with you guys in this video. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I always thought that down bad, I hope I don't get demonetized for this. I always thought that down bad referred to like either A, having a crush on someone, or B, being like horny for someone, like lusting for someone. That was my understanding of what down bad meant. But anyways, oh my gosh, Mr. Perfectly Fine on TikTok says hiding under a rock. Do you think like Taylor's team sent him the album ahead of time? Probably not. Like, did he do something, or was it just like a mutual like fizzling? Like, I don't know. It makes me really sad. I kind of wonder what Travis thinks about all of this, but also at the same time, this is Taylor's world. We are in the Swiftie cinematic universe, and like no one can stop Taylor Swift from being Taylor Swift. The thing that I really like, I'm so curious about the most is what she told us on stage, which was she has never needed an album as much as she has needed this one, and writing it and processing it. And there's not a lot of co-writers on this album. I wish I had the statistics for you. I'm not head first fearless Kayla from Instagram. Love her. She's the data Swiftie. But there's like the amount of writers that Taylor has used on a song per album as time has gone on has just gone down. Like, she knows exactly what she wants to say. She knows it's just cool that we're all still here. It's just cool that we're all still here. Annie makes a very good point on TikTok. Annie Beth said, I think Travis knew exactly what he was getting into, and we love him for that. We do love Travis. It's kind of crazy how well Travis just like, boop, scooched right into Taylor's life. He's like, what's this music festival that he's doing? And he's about to host like a game show or something. I don't know. Very exciting stuff. We love Travis. We love seeing Taylor happy. But pushing that aside, right now, in our minds, Taylor is not happy. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. We are preparing ourselves for the Tortured Poets Department era. My favorite thing was, well, I just love like Taylor Nation. We just love Taylor Nation and their commitment to the bit. What did they post today? This very funny picture from the desk of the Tortured Poets Department intern. The hashtag TTPD board meeting agenda. My favorite, it says, purpose of meeting. The intern will call the meeting to order and department members will stream the chairman's manuscript. Sign into your streaming platform of choice and press play simultaneously so all members can review the evidence together. Pause here, Taylor Nation. Are you saying this like you think that we're not going to break Spotify? That Taylor's not going to break Spotify, Apple Music? Is Tidal still around? She's going to break it all. That's just always what happens. That is just always what happens with Taylor. Relaxed poets, consult your tortured muse before attending. Like, don't come into tonight's viewing of this relaxed. We've got a lot of things to discuss. And then the 12 a.m. discussion topics, the track list. And then I love this at the bottom. It says to bring 1, listening device. 2, department issued uniform, which I have somewhere. I have 2 different pieces of merch that I think I'm like gonna switch in and out of depending on how hot and cold that I get. And then talismans, charms, and snacks. And then the last one is my favorite, a dictionary. Like, Taylor, what are you about to do to us? Like, did you just hit thesaurus on everything? I don't know. Renee R says that Joe is drinking in a dark corner. Miranda B says, I think Joe's pretending he's too cool to care. A Pauline says, building a fort and hiding. I don't know. Before listening to the album, I think like, I am 33. And while as much as I want to jump on the whole, like, we are very excited for her music and this Tortured Poets, this is clearly the route that she wanted to go. 6 years in a relationship with someone, there's a lot of good that happened. And I would like to say that and state that now before Swifties just completely come for Joe. We don't know. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Renee. I don't know if you're Renee on TikTok or if you're the same Renee on YouTube. I don't know. Renee said, can I just say, unless you're Taylor, you have no idea who these songs are about. True that, Renee. Thank you for that. I actually very appreciate it. Let's like keep it real. Guys, if it weren't for Joe Alwyn, we wouldn't have Reputation. We wouldn't have Lover. He picked her up and made her feel like she was his favorite. She was his favorite when she felt like an old cardigan. There's just like a lot of good that happened in the beginning. But I don't know. I feel like it kind of bothered me when I saw like E! News and Access Hollywood. Like, maybe it's just like on my Instagram, they used their like headline picture was a picture of Taylor and Joe when they were together. And it was like, Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriend, this album. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, ugh. Like, I can understand this among the fandom because we're like in it. But to like spread it to the masses on like a national publication level of like Taylor's her ex-boyfriend, it's like we really don't know what these songs are going to be about. In terms of my guesses, I feel like, Laura Kerwin on TikTok said, thanks, Lauren. Joe brought Taylor back to life and was her muse for so long. And yeah, oh my God, Ivan. Are you Ivan from TikTok and on YouTube? Amazing. I love this. Ivan said, personally, I think they've always been on and off. I think we knew that. I'm pretty sure there was like an E! News article or Daily Mail, which Daily Mail you take with a grain of salt. They're not always correct. There was like, correct me if I'm wrong here. Where was this? Where they said Taylor Swift and Joe had their rough patches. They were always on again, off again. And then we always just imagined that they would find their way back to each other. And then they just didn't. Obviously, we have no idea what happened. She was going on tour. They like really like hold up together during the pandemic. We just really have no idea. Ooh. Cat fan account on Twitter says Evermore was definitely the breakup album. Midnights was the Can We Figure Out How to Come Back album. That's an interesting take. I don't know. Charles. LOL. Someone with the username Charles Wines on my YouTube channel just said, I'm definitely drinking soon. Me too, honey. I just cannot believe that we're getting it so soon. Like, what do you think Taylor Swift is doing right now? Is she in New York? Is she in London? No, sorry. Oh, I am so going to sob during So Long London. Track 5. It's the track 5. I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. Mm. Has anyone here ever gone through a breakup or even a friendship breakup or even like you got fired from a job, just something like really heartbreaking happened and then you like associate when you drive down that way or you walk past their locker or you drive past their old office or like the place where you met and it's just like you do you see Harley in the you're so cute, baby. You're so sweet, baby. Where you just like associate that breakup with a place that makes me so sad. She was so excited in London, boy. She was like drinking high tea, walking around Camden. I don't know what that is, but like just she really loved it. Let's go to my notes about that I wrote about because I was going to make a very long video and I never did and I should have, but I'm going to just read you parts of that script from here because these were my thoughts. These are like what I thought about all of this and just kind of like when she's saying like I enter into evidence, it's like this is about to be like a court case. This is about to be a court case. I can't find it. Here we go. Here we go. When someone says I enter into evidence, it sounds like what a lawyer says when someone has committed a crime and you are at the trial, like standing in front of a judge, someone's judgment day. So like I enter into evidence my tarnished coat of arms. Oh, there's so many things I want to do, dive into that. And I think I need to do like a video on this because there's this whole world where Taylor Swift has created her own branded coat of arms. Have you seen this? There's a very interesting Reddit thread. I could link it down below. You just got to remind me because I will forget. I will forget. But it's called Taylor Swift Coat of Arms logo confirmed as seen on the wine bottle from the Anti-Hero music video and some previous places. I'm gonna do a whole thing. I have so many like screenshots to go along with this. The very first time, you're gonna have no idea what I'm talking about. The first time we saw this coat of arms was actually the Lover era. So long ago. Some of you guys have been following me since the Lover era, which is just wild. Wild to think about. What was the part that I wanted to talk to you about? I wanted to talk to you about London. Do 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 do. Ugh. So long, London. Okay, okay. Here's what I wrote. Oof. Let's talk about the newest track 5 that we haven't heard yet. So long, London. Be still, my broken Cornelia Street heart. Truly. I cried the first time I heard Cornelia Street. Go watch that video, that reaction. That's true. I sobbed. Did I have wine in me? Maybe, but I still cried. Regardless, the lyrics were insane. I just can't believe that this is the name of the song. I mean, this one's clearly directed at Joe. You're right. We don't know if all the songs are about Joe, but this one is. Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn lived together in London while the Lover album was being written, I'm assuming, and they rented a luxury property in Primrose Hill, a celebrity-studded hotspot in North London. When you Google Primrose Hill, I wish I had pictures right now, but when you Google Primrose Hill, the pictures look almost identical to the Me music video set. You know, the like very colorful, tall buildings. And this is when Taylor's like dancing around with her people in these like very colorful briefcases. And she's got the yellow suit with her slicked back bun. That looks like Primrose Hill. That was probably intentional. And if you listen to the lyrics from London Boy, she's talking about how much she loves this new place that she's like found a home in. Here we go. Walking around Camden Market, met his best mates at Highgate, talking about stories from uni and watching rugby. London Boy is literally an ode to how much loved, past tense, how much she loved this new chapter of her life. This new man, this new town, and So Long London is sure to be some type of teary-eyed goodbye song. Like it's a breakup song, not only about Joe, but probably about London too. That makes me sad. And that's where I get into like, you know, the feeling when you drive by your ex-boyfriend's house, like that's just probably going to feel like a knife to the heart every time she visits London for a while. But hopefully that will pass one day and she can go back and realize that London is really, it's a great place, but you know what I mean? I know. It makes me very sad. Very, very sad. You like the board behind me? I'm like afraid to touch it because it's like not really it's not really up, like it's, there's a candle behind it holding it up. So like I might just flick it in a fit of excitement of tonight. Joseph AA, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you, friend. Joseph AA said, "You're losing me," being written in 2021. I feel like, oh, you guys, you can't send me the acronyms. I don't know what GXYN9 underscore. I don't know what Taylor Swift song that is. I can do it with a broken heart. I did it. She did it. She did it, you guys. I don't know how you guys like speak in these languages of like IAINTNQ. Sorry. I feel like I can do it with a broken heart is about going back on tour after a breakup, and LOML's meaning will change each chorus. Well, I feel like I can do it with a broken heart for sure. I thought about her going on the Eras tour too. That's kind of what I think Florida might be about. What was it? I had some screenshots, but we're just going to wing it today, guys. There was like someone on Tumblr put, oh my God, I'm unprepared. There's the quotes. No, no, no. Someone put that we think that they broke up a fortnight into tour, and that like maybe the Miami stop something or Miami's later this year. What am I thinking of? She went to Florida, right? Didn't she already go to Florida for the Eras tour? Please correct me here, guys. I am just winging it right now. Amy 24 Row says, "I think this is kind of bittersweet. There definitely were a lot of good moments. Maybe they started fizzling out, but something might have happened to actually put a final end to the relationship." I know. That's kind of how I feel. And in my mind, it's like, okay, yeah, I went on a whole ass tangent here, but like as a person in my 30s, and Taylor is a person in her 30s as well, you know, she talks about like better than revenge and like speak now in the wedding. Like we go through these things, we go through these like these thoughts. And that's like what we love so much about Taylor Swift is like, regardless of how the feeling might be viewed by others, she's just honestly giving us a look inside her brain, the word dump, the things that we say in our conscious. It might not be PC, it might not be very nice. You might make a lyric about her being known for the things that she does on the mattress and then regret it and then change the lyrics later on. But I kind of remember when the Tortured Poets first dropped, in my head, I was like, there's no way this is just going to be a giant freaking diss album at Joe. I don't think that would be productive. I don't think that would make her feel better. I do think there probably are going to be a couple songs that are like either upset or angry or just very honest. Like, hey, we've found out from Style that Taylor Swift has been known to accidentally cheat or blur the lines. What did she say? I've been there too a few times. We know that this is whatever. She's lived a life and it's totally fine. It is her life to live her life. Don't cheat on people. But train of thought. Back on track. What was I saying? I was saying about how I don't believe that this whole album would just be like an angry diss track, the whole thing. I feel like it's going to be a processing of the relationship. She's saying, let's conduct this postmortem, right? I don't know which live stream I said this on today. If I'm repeating myself, sorry. Hi, Marissa. So glad you're here. Glad you guys are here on TikTok too, as well, in case you're new on the YouTube live stream. Look, it's meta. I'm live on TikTok and I'm live on YouTube. Come hang. Come hang. Train of thought is gone. Thank you, Tampa. Thank you. Thank you, Madison, Heidi, Tatum. Oh, you were there in Tampa, Heidi. Very exciting. Like maybe something happened during the Tampa tour. Excuse me. The Tampa tour stops that she's saying, I can do it with a broken heart. And then the song Florida. I don't know. I kind of just feel like some big event happened in Florida. Like she's gonna like spill some tea. Like I am expecting to drink all of the tea while listening to Florence and Taylor sing about Florida. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Um Tatum just said, are we talking about the same Taylor? Taylor is sassy. She named her album after Joe's group chat. She might have. She might have done that. But also, wait, I have something in my old script that I never came to light about this because take me to the lakes where all the poets went to die. I don't belong. My beloved, where is it? Do you? Back to the words. Okay, okay, I'm going to find it. I swear I have something on here. Why don't I pause that and tell you this other thing that I think you guys would really like? In terms of the lyrics that we've gotten, they're either like unreleased lyrics or part of like a prologue or something that she's including. You know how she likes to do things like that. The line where she says the tick 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 of love bombs. That to me is just like a beautiful multi-dimensional metaphor. In case you didn't know, to love bomb someone is when you shower someone with love, affection, praise, either an attempt to win you over or in order to manipulate you later on. And then I love the tick 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 is referring to a time bomb, an explosive that has an expiration date that when it goes off, it will just destroy anything and everything in its path. And another connection here is obviously that the tick, tick, tick could be referring to the midnight's clock, which we love when she does her little references here everywhere. And then she's also entering into evidence her veins of pitch black ink, her mind. In simple terms, and in my mind, I think she's basically saying here that she's either fully or there's a part of her that's just dead inside. She no longer bleeds red, she bleeds black, like a black heart. Pitch black veins, like the color of black ink. And also, you already know this, when she says black ink, we think of a quill pen, which we know Taylor has been known to use. I talked about this in the Easter eggs for the Spotify pop-up shop. We see a quill pen. We see a fountain pen. That ruined the momentum of what I was going to say. Rewind. Blah, blah, blah. We see a quill pen. We see a fountain pen. There is no glitter gel pen in sight. This is going to be, what does she say? I categorize certain songs of mine in the quill style if the words and phrasings are antiquated. If I was inspired to write it after reading Charlotte Bronte or after watching a movie where everyone is wearing poet shirts and corsets. I almost wore my poet shirt. I brought one. Anyways, fountain pen style means a modern storyline or references with a poetic twist, taking a common phrase and flipping its meaning, which I'm sorry, Taylor is known for. Taylor is known for this. Her just bury hatchets, but I keep maps of where I put them. One of my favorite lines of all freaking time. But fountain pen, she's saying, this is right from her quotes, trying to paint a vivid picture of a situation down to the chipped paint on the door frame and the incense dust on the vinyl shelf maroon, placing yourself and whoever is listening right there in the room where it all happened. The love, the loss, everything. The songs I categorize in this style sound like confessions scribbled and sealed in an envelope, but too brutally honest to ever send. Girl, I relate to that. How many times do you you're angry at someone or someone does anything, you're just like, here's the text I want to send. And you go off in your notes and then you're like, well, let's pop that into Chat GPT and make it a better, nicer, more professional version. Did you just ask me what a poet shirt is? I'm gonna show you. I'm trying to decide if I should wear it in my reaction. Everything I wear is black, so it's hard to find. Yeah. I don't know. Whenever I do Taylor Swift reactions, I always I get hot and then I get cold. So I'm always switching. And I feel like I like wearing merch. Where's the TTPD merch? I'm very excited. I'm very excited and very I don't understand. I don't know. Oh my God. Paulus just said, I just watched your Look What You Made Me Do reaction from 6 years ago. My Look What You Made Me Do reaction is the video that Taylor Swift herself, Taylor Allison Swift, watched on my YouTube channel. And she reached out to me, and Taylor Nation reached out to me, and she gained the rights to my Look What You Made Me Do reaction video to show on the Reputation World Stadium tour. It's wild. It's a wild time. But you asked, oh, is it backwards? No, I did it backwards. You asked what a poet shirt is. This is very eventful live stream that's happening right now. I just want the logo. Annie Beth just asked, what merch do you guys want? I think the logo's so freaking cool. Did you see the thumbnail that I did for this live stream? I made it like pink, like a dusty rose pink. How do I do this correctly? And then I swear I'm going to get to your questions, but I should do it in the poet shirt. I really should. You've been here since Reputation? Oh my God. Fun fact, in case you didn't know, my very first live stream on YouTube, I didn't know what I was doing. I don't even know if my channel was monetized, but I was like, let's go live on YouTube while I listen to the Reputation album. Yeah, I did that. And then YouTube gave me a copyright strike and took my video down because you can't do that. I didn't know. I was young. But this is my poet shirt. I was just going to say, hear ye, to be or not to be. Is this not such a funny, in my sweats, little poet shirt? I get like overheated though when I have all the lights on me, and I just wish she would release it in the daytime because look at the lighting. The lighting is so much better and it's just not going to be great. But look at this. Does this not crack you up? Poetry. Guys, I want to get into your questions. I've been live streaming for 30 minutes because I'm having a lot of fun. You guys, everyone's talking about like leaks and stuff. Stop it. That's enough. Like, this isn't the first time something's been leaked. Taylor's not the only artist that this happens to. It's just not a cool thing to be talking about in the fandom. And like, everyone's going to know that you listened to the leaks, by the way. Like, if you're putting out tweets and you're saying like, oh, well, my prediction has been, and it's like niche and correct, they're gonna know. What's the point? Like, I don't know. Just be proud of you. What? You texted me something from Taylor. I'm live streaming on my phone, Sarah. Wait, I've got texts on my computer. Yes, agreed. I hate when people talking about it. What? She posted something to Tumblr? Who knows how to work Tumblr? What? What is this? I wish I could show you this. It's an honor to be able to trust you with my feelings. The Tortured Poets Department. From the desk of Taylor Swift. Did anyone see this? Did anyone? Happy Record Store Day. Thank you. Am I supposed to be reading this? Is this a leak? I'm going to read it. And if it's a leak, I'm sorry. I'm saying it out loud. Happy Records. This is like that little thing from the desk of Taylor Swift with the TTPD logos. Happy Record Store Day. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for welcoming the Tortured Poets Department into your vinyl collection and your life. It's my goal to create a memento you'll want to keep forever, and I hope you feel that with every turn of the page of the lyric book, every secret thought poured into this work, it's an honor to be able to trust you with my feelings. Thank you for sending me that, Sarah. That's exactly what I want every Swiftie for it to feel like for you. She is trusting us. We are lucky enough that Taylor Allison Swift is sharing her feelings with us on such a raw level. Sarah, where is this from? Sarah, can you put a link in the YouTube to the Twitter link that you sent me? So everyone's asking, where is this? I don't see it on Tumblr because I don't know where it is. I'm live streaming right now in my weird poet shirt that I'm kind of sweating in right now. Oh, is Tess here? Hi, Tess. What time is it in Barcelona? Such a sweetheart. Oh my goodness. I've never live streamed on TikTok and on YouTube at the same time, but there was, Sarah just sent me a Twitter link. So do we think that that's a note that she sent to all the record stores? It looks handwritten. I don't know. I just think it's so sweet. Thank you for trusting. I got to read it again. It's an honor to be able to trust you with my feelings. That's what it feels like. She's trusting us with her honest feelings. She might not even always say the right thing. She might not even say the most PC thing. I mean, I love that. I said this earlier. Like, we knew that even when during Speak Now, she's talking about breaking up a wedding. And it's just sometimes the thoughts that go through our heads aren't always PC. They're not always going to please everybody. But I think that's just what makes her human. And then what makes her superhuman is her ability to just describe it, to describe feelings. Like, even in that thing that I just read you about what she considers fountain pen style, where she literally says, painting a vivid picture down to the chipped paint on the door frame and the incense dust on a vinyl shelf. Like, I mean, what reminds me of my English classes when we were little, like show don't tell, guys. She's just some type of crazy songbird lyricist of our generation that I can't even believe that, like, everyone says it. I just can't even believe that we're like alive during the same time that she's alive. My mom, my friends, they're like, Lauren, does Taylor ever sleep? Like, how is she just really like this isn't a Taylor's version album? She's releasing another. And I'm like, yeah, where's Rihanna's new album? Where's Charlie Puth's new? Like, there's just so many huge artists that don't put out as many albums as she does. Sarah, great point. She has put out so many albums since 2019. Ooh, spice, 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 spice. Wait, does that? Oh my God. There are YouTubers on here that are like music lawyers or they are in the industry where it's like, okay, Taylor Swift now owns all of her work. So let's say there's a non-Taylor Swift artist who wants to write a tortured poets version of her own confessional, whatever this album's about to be. And let's say that they're like a smaller artist and they go to their label and they're like, hi, I wrote this. I love it. I really think my fans would love it. I would like to come up with a plan to release it. And they're like, no, pass. It needs to go viral on TikTok. It needs to be this. You don't do that. Like, is that what the reality is for other artists that aren't as huge as Taylor's? I gotta take this thing off. I can't take myself seriously. But is that what like is going on? Is that one of the reasons why people aren't putting out? I don't know. I don't know how she sleeps. My favorite thing is there's like an interview. This is not an OnlyFans, I promise. There's like an interview one time forever ago when someone's like, how do you do it? How do you write your songs? And she's like, well, it's kind of like a sickness. Like I'll be talking to someone and then suddenly my eyes will glaze over. And then I'm like, hold on, sorry, I got a melody and I got to go voice memo it to myself. Hold on, lyrics just came into my head and I have to like go write them down before I lose it. What did she call it? Like this like little sparkly cloud and you have to act on it right then and there before it like floats away. Oh, that's a really good point. Sarah said she said for folklore, she was really scared that they said no. Ooh. Username a Potterhead and a Swiftie said, I have to say I disagree with Lauren. I have a strong I have a strong feeling it'll be all about Joe and their relationship with possibly just a song or two about being on tour again. I mean, I do think it's a very highly likely chance that the whole album, not the whole, majority. I'm going to say the majority. Obviously, disagree with me. Please, that's totally fine. This is the discussion. This is yeah. Do you remember the Reputation magazine in the Polaroid when she wrote, "What if I wrote a song about you?" And she like dated that. And then that cute video of her in her little socks or her little fox slippers, drinking her white wine, pointing at him with her toe, being like, is it gorgeous? Is it gorgeous? The best thing that I did was you. I think it's gorgeous. I think that's a song. My babe, right? I like it just there's like I'm thinking of a line. Let me know if I'm wrong or right. I do think there's going to be a lot about Joe. I do. I'm just saying what I was going off on my long-winded tangent before was that I just don't know. We can't know unless you're a bad person and listen to the leaks, but don't tell anyone. Don't tell any, just don't spread them. Don't do that. Keep it to yourself. In my mind, we're not going to know that until it happens in a couple more hours. I just feel like it's not going to be some big angry FU album. I feel like it's going to be a processing of her feelings, right? I mean, for her to, I love so much that the Swifties grabbed onto the idea of she made this album relating to the 5 stages of grief. Guys, I think that she didn't actually think that, but then she saw that we did, and she's like, that is such a good idea. I'm going to make, oh my God, my phone just fell. I'm going to make playlists based on that. Like there's something on the Apple Music playlist that says Taylor like agreed. So then she went back and like rearranged all of these songs to be like the bargaining, the this, the that. Call it what you want. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you. You got me. You got me. Katie Doran on TikTok says, I totally agree. I don't think it'll be super angry. Sad, maybe. Processing for sure. Guys, I told you I was going to answer your questions, and I want to do that. I told you to ask me questions on Twitter. I also told you to ask me questions on Instagram, but my ADHD Aries brain was like, let's live stream on TikTok at the same time. So I might not be able to access those on my phone, but I'm on my Twitter right now. So you can go do that at Lauren Lipman. Shannon from Twitter. Sorry, Shannon Taylor's version. I love that. Can I say it's like one of my favorite pop culture iconic things that's happened? Like anytime anyone's just anywhere in the world, you don't even have to be a Taylor Swift fan. They're like, oh, like that's like my restaurant, like Lauren's version, or this is this like Jonah's version. It's just very funny. I love that. It's a fun time to be alive. Shannon said, "What songs are you looking forward to the most?" You got 4 questions here, girl. What are your thoughts on all the twos going around? What's okay? I'm gonna focus on that one because yo, what the f is going on with all the twos? What's going on? There was a little hand sculpture doing this. There was every single emoji Taylor Nation has doing is two, two. I saw something interesting on my Instagram. My friend Alex Gold reposted someone's tweet that said, "What if at 2 a.m. she drops like the post-mortem version?" Oh my God, wait. She's gonna do that. I was wondering why the album felt short. It's only 16 songs, not including the bonus tracks, but oh, she's totally going to do that, isn't she? Just like she did with Midnights. Girl, I'm gonna be up so late already. Ugh. Right? Don't you think she's gonna do that? Oh my God. Melissa, hi girl. Melissa said, should we get our hopes up for a double release? Y'all, if you've been following me long enough and you were here for the Lover Countdown fiasco, not fiasco, that was a fun time. We had a very fun time on my YouTube channel. I was convinced that the Lover album, I was like, it's a double album. That's what it's gonna be. There's no other solution. No, I was wrong. I was wrong. But I do see like now what's funny is watching all the Swifties are like, Folklore double album. Kind of correct. Kind of correct. Folklore, Evermore. No, there is no Woodvale, everybody. What's the thing that's happening on the Target shelves called serpentine? What is that? What is that? Is this, I don't want to say it. I do think that Reputation needs and deserves its very own moment. Merch, videos. I hope to God that we get stuff from the vault from Rep. Can you? Reputation, insane. But have you seen this serpentine thing all over? If you remember, Woodvale, we all thought was like, oh my God, someone found it in the trees, in the fairy trees, in the trees. And she was like, I'm very secretive about my album names. I didn't want anyone to know. And it's the same letters, like placeholders. There's been some people, and I guess the internet things can be photoshopped. They're saying that on the Target shelves, there's like a serpentine edition. Is that just the name of a vinyl? Is this just like, I don't know. I don't really understand what the serpentine could be, but yo, that sounds like a snake to me. That sounds like a snake to me. Fee Flores, I don't know if I said that right, but that was just a fun way to say your username, said serpentine is the code name for TTPD. But okay, wait. Correct me, because I could probably be wrong here. You're saying that we knew about serpentine before we knew the name of Tortured Poets? That's not the same amount of letters. What are you talking about? I think it was a placeholder to not give away they were getting variants, says Jessica on TikTok. Really? Okay. All right, a couple of you guys have asked me this. Do you think there were secret sessions? Guys, I miss secret sessions. That was the most fun. I never got to go to one, but like watching everyone on Twitter and Tumblr just like be so excited and like really supportive, and then not naming names. There were a couple Swifties on Twitter who fucked it up for everybody. Do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about? They had to cancel a secret session and merge one of them because Taylor's location got out, and safety wise, stalker wise, that was not allowed. And like people who had flown to there's secret session tea. Secret session tea. You went to the Reputation secret sessions, Sharon? I'm so jealous. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I honestly don't think that secret sessions have happened. I don't. Because in order to go to one, in order to talk to Taylor Nation, you get sent an NDA, an ironclad NDA. The fact that someone on Twitter, I don't know what her deal was. I don't even honestly know her name. I just remember like watching this go down live, being like, I cannot believe that you just ruined dozens of people's experience to listen to the album together. Like this girl just, I don't even know what happened. She gave away the location and then they had to change it and move everybody. I don't think that there were secret sessions. What's happening with my hair? Sorry. I wish there was, and I want to be wrong. I will be so excited. Please come back here if I'm wrong. Rub it in my face. I would love, love, love to be wrong. But the state of social media is just so different, and we are on a trajectory that's just never going to be able to turn back around. Hunters with cell phones, like everyone like recording themselves, doing everything, texting, send airdrop. It's just, I don't want to say I do like TikTok, but I do think that TikTok and just kids getting phones younger has just made things a lot harder to keep in, right? It's just made things a lot harder to do. I don't know. It's not a want, it's a need. Oh, I love you, Marissa, for a TTPD secret sessions. I would love to be wrong. Would love to be wrong. Do you guys think there were secret sessions? How come like 4 different like YouTube live stream and TikTok live stream asked me if there are secret sessions for TTPD? Is there stuff that went down that I don't know? Please spill. Please spill the tea. I want to know. The Thatcher 3 says, I fully believe we are getting a double album. The second one is all collabs. It's my crazy theory. That'd be fun. Can we talk about how Post Malone is just having like the best year? On the Beyonce Cowboy Carter album, an amazing album. Side note, if you have tried to listen to the Cowboy Carter album and you're like, meh, not for me, I have a Spotify playlist for you. And I rearranged Cowboy Carter in a way that I think is a little bit more attractive to what I think my audience would like. I personally, the way that Beyonce arranged the album is absolutely beautiful and stunning, but it tells a story in a way that if you're not a fan of Beyonce or you're not a fan of country or hip hop, you might hear the first couple songs and you're like, merp, not for me. I made a Spotify playlist. I will put that on the link of this video. Please remind me. And I will put it on my Insta story because it's just really, really, really good. Anyways, Post Malone's crushing it. Post Malone's crushing it. All right. Secret session thoughts. Secret session thoughts. Why does everyone think this? Let's see. Hours. Agreed. I think Rep and Tortured Poets need their own moment. Agreed. Oh, Books Inked said, we need to learn to appreciate what Taylor's giving us and be patient. I agree. I think there's a difference between like having fun and speculating and being like, that'd be so cool if we had a second album. And other people being like, I demand this of you, Taylor. Like, relax. Do you know how much she's feeding us? It's insane. Why does everyone think that there were secret sessions? I got a couple comments about that. That's true. That's true. Sarah reminded me that secret sessioners are able to say that they went like the very next day afterwards, but I don't know what the twos means, guys. I think something's going to happen at 2 a.m. She did drop the single or the name of the single Fortnite tonight. Did anybody buy that? Can I ask a question in a way it's going to come off judgy and it's going to come off negative, and I truly don't mean it that way. I'm just genuinely asking because I haven't done this. To anyone who's purchased any type of single, is it literally just one CD with one song? Is that what it is? I don't know. Dakota Danger says, I don't see the point of buying single CDs. I don't either. From a consumer, I don't swim in money perspective. From a Taylor Swift, this is my team. I make a lot of money and a lot of people. Yes, I understand that fully. And I also understand that there are people who like collecting Taylor Swift albums, singles, because one day this will all be worth a lot. A lot. It really will be. Definitely like her signed CDs and stuff. I did, by the way, just finally mail out the winners of the giveaway of the 3 folklore sign CDs. I hope that you guys receive it soon. One's in Germany, one was sent to the UK, and one was in New Jersey, and I hope that you get it soon. I'm sorry that it took me so very long, but yeah, exactly. Ansgar said, yes. Wait, Ansgar said, yes, $1.99, but shipping was $7. But then Ansgar said, if you collect it, yeah, might be worth like $200 in a few years. It might be worth like way more than that. Didn't like weird things happen after some secret sessions? People like saved like a tissue from the trash of Taylor's, I don't know, weird stuff. I don't really like understand. Crystal said, I don't understand why there was such a huge buildup. Wait. Go back. For a single CD, why the timer? I had to get it because she's good at marketing. She's a marketing genius. She truly is. She really just knows. Let's see. Wow, wait, what? Are you serious? Jordan just said cardigan CDs were $1.99 in 2020. They go for like $60 now? Seriously? I don't know. Sarah, she loves to do a countdown for nothing / merch. Agreed. I was excited for some merch. I wonder when that will drop. Okay, I am a rambling Janet today. I just made that up. Let's go back to the questions. Janelle Gallagher, by the way, I'm answering your guys' questions. You can go to my Twitter at Lauren Lipman, and I will answer your questions right here live. Bam. Janelle says, I have a theory that all the names of the songs for TTPD are code names for Reputation songs. Ooh. And what I mean by that is we're not getting a new album. We're actually getting Reputation instead of a new album. I don't know if that makes any sense. I followed along on that tweet and there were some twists and turns and I got to the end of your point. I enjoyed the journey, but I disagree. Love you, Janelle. I don't think we're getting Reputation tonight. It's a whole new color, sepia. She's got a whole new, like the chairman of the board and the members and the intern. Reputation is going to have its own moment like she deserves. Oh my God, Jennifer Felstein. First of all, I love you, but it cracks me up when people send me questions and they abbreviate the song names. BDILM. But Daddy, I love him. Okay. One will sound like Nobody, No Crime. This is like the worst game. I'm so bad at this. Do you think But Daddy, I Love Him will sound like Nobody, No Crime? That's actually an interesting connection, Jennifer. I didn't think about that. But Daddy, I Love Him. But Daddy, I Love Him does sound like a little like Westerny, kind of, doesn't it? Something like that. I don't know. How do I get back to the live chat here on here? Yeah. I don't know. I think we will lose our minds. Yeah, Daddy, I Love Him. Isn't Daddy, I Love Him the longest song on the album? What does that mean? Is she going to be angry? Yes, you guys are asking what I'm doing tonight for the listening party. I always record my reaction, spend all night. I'll probably go to bed at like 7, 8, 9 a.m., like all night. But in my Patreon, we're having a live virtual album release party. We do it every Taylor Swift release week. We've got a whole Discord server of hype, of clues, of theories. Come and join if you'd like. It is at Lauren Lipman. No pressure. It's $5 to join. You can leave when you want to. No pressure. You do, though, get access to all of my unedited reactions from forever. Like forever. Like me making a giant fool of myself, getting drunk and listening to the Lover album. Actually here in this room. Fun fact. Anyways, I want to get back to your questions. I've never been. You haven't seen me since the midnight dropped? Hi, Alexis. I'm here. Hold on. Twitter. I'm answering your questions on Twitter. I don't know if I can access my Instagram questions from the Instagram browser. Can I? So if I go home and I click on me, ooh, maybe I can answer your questions on here because I asked you guys on my Instagram. Guys, it's been very exciting. Thank you for following me on Instagram. I've been getting like a lot of traction on the Easter egg video that I did for the Spotify pop-up LA art installation. Maybe I can answer your questions here. Let's see. Going live. Nope, I can't view it on here. Nope, sorry. Twitter. Awkward. What do you think the MV, the music video is gonna look like for Fortnite? Oh, hi Mel, you're so sweet. I have no idea what the music video is gonna look like. Like, I would love for it to be some big fat joke where Taylor and Post walk out in this like Shakespearean shirt and they're like have a skull in their hand, and I think it'd be funny to like have it be like a joke. I don't know. I don't think I can tell or even hypothesize what the video is gonna look like without even hearing it. But I just feel like this is gonna be like a really sad album. I don't know. That's like my yeah. Let's see what else. What sound do you think it will have? What sound? I've said that I feel like it might sound like folklore, Evermore, with a little bit of like indie pop. Is kind of what I'm thinking, imagining, but yeah. I don't understand the different era coded cardigans. I didn't realize like this is just I mean, obviously people are like selling the cardigans out for like each era. So it's like fun and like I get that. But I just don't really like understand why we need a cardigan for every single era. I live in LA and I can't really wear cardigans that much because I overheat. I do think the 1989 one is super cute. I just think like the folklore one is just prime. It's folklore, right? Not Evermore. It's the folklore cardigan. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think Fortnite sounds like the TikTok version? I don't. Anytime that I come across on TikTok someone being like, "Oh my god, is it a leak?" Swipe. I swipe up, I swipe away. I don't want my brain muddied with anything incorrect. I have been seeing a lot of people online being like, "There's like AI like when something leaks and like the good Swifties, the good noble Swifties like go on Twitter and they like flood that hashtag with incorrect things so that it doesn't like actually spread the actual leak." That's how I feel. I don't know what anything. Yes, Justin, we don't do that. We don't do that. No leaks in this house. I thought you said likes, and then I thought you were saying a mean comment to me. And I thought I like called out your mean comment, like, oh, thanks. And I was like, oh, no, awkward. But that was not the case. That was not the case. Squad, ask me some questions. What are the topics? Let me go to my TTPD track list deep dive. Wait, yeah, I have a whole ass script that like I wanted to talk about. I got to talk more about the coat of arms, but I can't do that without pictures. Maybe I'll do that on I think some people on TikTok have covered it, but like there's so many things that are a big deal about this tarnished coat of arms. Like there really are. That's a very big deal. Okay, okay. All's fair in love and poetry. Obviously, I immediately thought of the famous line, all's fair in love and war. The origins of this idiom. Oh, oh, what's happening on TikTok? Unable to verify. It's saying I have to. Oh, I've never been live for this long. Does it think I'm faking? Oh, anyways, we back. The origins of All's Fair in Love and War comes from John Lyly, a poet from the 1500s who famously wrote, "The rules of fair play do not apply in love and war." This is a phrase that is often used to justify cheating. It's basically saying all bets are off. You now have permission to win the war by any means necessary. And I mean, people have been comparing love to war for centuries. Love is a battlefield, etc., etc. Sincerely, the chairman of the Tortured Poets Department. It's just going to be such an insane album. Did you guys see the Swiftie who ran into Scott Swift and she said that she like asked him about Tortured TTPD and he said, "Oh, it's amazing. It's my favorite album she's ever made." We love supportive dad. Scott Swift is amazing, by the way. I had the most amazing time chatting with him at the Taylor Swift concert film Eras Tour at the Grove that I got invited to by YouTube and Taylor Swift herself. It was so cool. Do we think that there's any other possibility that the Tortured Poets Department is not from the whole Tortured Man's Department group chat that Joe Alwyn like do we think there's any possibility that it's not that it's something else? Sorry. Whoever Justin is on my TikTok just cracked me up. Sorry, I have the Swifty Zoomies. If you have a dog, oh my God, that's hilarious. We all have the Swifty Zoomies, man. That's hilarious. So freaking funny. Um, Obviously, internet Swifties were very quick to figure out that once upon a time in an hour-long variety interview, Joe Alwyn said this one thing for 2.5 seconds of the tortured man's group chat or whatever. And like apparently it's about like declaring war on Joe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What was I trying to say about this? The Tortured Poets Department, when I first heard the name of the album, I struggled to pronounce it, of course, duh. But then it reminded, yes, here's what I want to say. But then it reminded me of her bonus track off of Folklore called The Lakes. That, to me, is one of her most textbook poetic songs that she's ever written. And by textbook, I mean like long descriptive words that are so profound I had to Google so many of them to fully understand a verse's meaning. Obviously, you guys know that I love Taylor's style of poetry that she's been weaving in and out of her music all of these years. But for some reason, The Lakes, like, isn't is it romantic how all of my elegies eulogize me? I want auroras and sad prose. Like, come on, that is some William Shakespeare shit, right? It's just extremely poetic. It's referencing, and this is what I wanted to tell you earlier, and it's referencing this place in England called the Lake District. Is it the Lakes? Is that a typo? The Lakes District. Apparently, it's known as the most romantic place in the UK, where Taylor and Joe went on their 3-year trip. And in the song, she says, "Take me to the lakes where all the poets went to die. I don't belong, and my beloved, neither do you. I'm setting off, but not without my muse." Like right here, she is directly referencing poets, poetry, muses, and the lakes. And I find it interesting that line that she said, "I don't belong, and neither do you." With this new album, is she now saying she belongs? She's considering herself a tortured poet? Like, is that where this could be from? Maybe it's also about the group chat thing, but like, is that another little 50-50 part of it? You know? You know what I mean? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Give me your thoughts. Your lakes, the lakes are so beautiful. You've been there? That's so cool. I want to go to the UK. What do you guys think? Like, do you not remember having to Google my elegies eulogize me? Like, that's insane. I don't know. I don't know. You know? Yes. What's this new thing that everyone's showing me online that thank you, Brooke Ashley on YouTube. Look at Harley. Hi, bud. What are you doing, stink? That this picture of Taylor with her man, I brought some like Taylor Swift costumes to Denver to film with, and I have not used any of them. I have them close where she's like in that picture and she's like this. And she's like Did I do it? Did I do it right? You know what I'm talking about. I look ridiculous. This is what happens in our live streams, guys. Apparently that variant cover could be a reference to a movie poster that Joe did. Is it for a movie? Is it for a film? But someone said online that it's called My Last Letter to My Lover. Ah! That would be That's very Taylor Swift coded. That sounds exactly like something that she would do. Obviously, Lover. Oh my God. I still think about the way that I felt when I first heard the first couple notes of Lover, you know, the like the bandstand, the boom. That was just so. This is a postmortem. This is just like going to be a really sad, like, we weren't in Taylor and Joe's relationship. Remember that. Remember that parasocial weirdness that's been happening more mostly on TikTok. Getting a little bit weird there, guys. Got to keep it cool. We were not in their relationship. We were only know what Taylor's told us, what she's sung to us about from the very, very few pictures. Might I remind you that Joe Alwyn is the longest relationship Taylor Swift's ever had, and the only relationship she's ever had that she has never posted a picture of proudly on her Instagram stories or on her Instagram social media. And I say that knowing that like her and John Mayer did not date super long. I'm talking like like her and Calvin Harris were like all over Instagram and all of these things. She posted a new thing. What did she post? She's always posting when I'm doing stuff. What did Taylor Swift post? Oh, okay. Thank you, Sarah, for sending this to me. Taylor's or the spot, so many things happening. The Spotify pop-up that's in LA right now at the Grove. The lyrics didn't change in the books, but they just put up the peace statue inside. What's happening at 2 a.m.? What's happening at 2 a.m.? I need to know. I need to know. I can't believe it. Wow. Hold on. Someone's saying that she just posted. Did she post to Instagram and I missed it because I'm live? Because I've been live for a very long time, but I'm having fun. This is really fun. Yes, I was on Good Morning America today. Isn't that cool? They reached out to me. They saw my TikTok, and it was the video of me going over all of the Easter eggs, the wedding lace, the God, do you know how many people love to comment, wow, how old are you? That's not mailboxes. It's not a cabinet drawer wall. It's a card catalog. And I'm like, great. Okay. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for the engagement on my video, but great. And then there's like people in my comments arguing about, well, it's this and well, it's that. And I'm like, all right, guys, like it's fine. I'm 33. I'm not 50. So sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not dumb for not knowing what that was. Same. And stop coming for other people. Like amazing other Swiftie I follow called it a looking like a morgue. And I was like, oh, that's kind of accurate. And everyone like came for her. And I'm like, geez, people are crazy. Pixie asks, Lauren, how is it that you always seem to be away when there's ever something new in the Swiftie fandom? It's because years ago, Taylor Swift sent me a Google Calendar invitation, and now we have our calendar and schedules synced. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I do not have Taylor Swift's phone number. Do you know how many DMs and emails that I get on the regular being like, can you send me Taylor Swift's phone number? Like, I really want to like tell her something. And I'm like, you need to back away from me and from the fandom. You're weird. That's too much. That's way too much. Eli asks, how long have you been a Swiftie? My whole life. Melissa, there's nothing wrong with being 50. I'm just saying there's nothing wrong, or there is something wrong with everyone like just being like, wow, you whippersnapper. Like, how do you not know? And I'm like, because I did typing classes when I was in elementary school. Something that you guys, I don't know. I talked to my mom about it and she was like, oh, that's funny. I never thought that. But you know what's funny is when I was telling my mom this, she did do this motion that like clicked in my brain of like being familiar. She was like, oh, you never had to like do this in like a library. And I was like, yeah, I know what the Dewey Decimal System is before we had like computers as we do. But she's like, no, you like pull out the drawer and you have to be like, go through it. For some reason, when she did that motion, I like was like, oh, I like actually do remember from being younger, like librarians doing the like, boop, brrr, like scanning through. Anyways. No. It was very, very amusing as well, Melissa. Please do not take any offense to my fun sassiness. As Justin on TikTok says, I got the Swiftie zoomies. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I'm totally going to use that. I will credit you. I don't remember your handle, but Justin from TikTok, you will live on. I promise. Lore asks, what's the Apple Music word of the day? Pretty sure it's mortem, right? Didn't we confirm that today? Didn't we confirm that? Ooh, thank you, Shannon. Right. Shannon S said, right, just because it's a card catalog doesn't mean it's not supposed to symbolically represent something else. Agreed. I also thought it was interesting that it's 72. Did she do that on purpose to equate to 6 years? Yeah, I don't know. Oh wait, zaniness on TikTok just said, I'm assuming this is the question of when did anyone first become a Swiftie, which I would love to know. Let me know in the live chat on YouTube or on TikTok. If you're new to either live stream, I'm a broken record, sorry. We're live on YouTube today. Yay! Say hi to, guys, have a conversation. Say hi to each other. Can you see it? Can you see what people are saying? Hello, YouTube. Hello, TikTok. This is weird. Okay. I'm done with that now. A little too close. Little too close. Anyways, zaniness, you had a really cute comment that you said, our song was on the radio when I was riding the bus home from a track meet. Our song was also the song that got me because I was like, when I was little, you guys said hi to each other. I love you guys. This is a fun This is a fun community that we got here. Our song was definitely the first song that I heard of Taylor's that I was like, who is this? I thought that I didn't like country. Maybe I like country. Where did that come from? But like, it's so smart. Like, how is she able to write? I will never, ever in my life be able to get over. He's got a one hand feel on the steering wheel, the other on my heart. She was like 11 writing that, 12. Like, what? I was shopping at Limited too. Claire's. I was like, what? You were writing and thinking and like able to talk about that? Like, ugh, yes, class of 2009. Let's go. High school in 2009. I graduated college in 2013. What's happening with my hair? I was born to a Swiftie, so 15 years. Wait, I love that. That's really cool. That was one of my favorite part of the Eras tour was like, also comment the Eras tour that you went to in the live chat and on TikTok. And then also comment if you're going to go to another one because guys, all right, how come no one didn't ask me this question? Because I have an answer for you. Oh my God, I'm knocking everything over because I'm so excited with my Swiftie zoomies. Do you think Taylor Swift is going to update the Eras tour set list and choreography after Tortured Poets? What do you think? What do you think? I think she's going to for sure. For sure, she's going to update it. Are you kidding me? Guys, she's going to be touring until 2025. She's going to have had this album releases in just a couple of hours. And you think that we're just going to like be dissecting these lyrics? We're going to get at least one music video. I'm hoping for like a few more. Of course, I think she's going to update the Eras Tour choreography. I don't know where she will take it out of, but I think that she's gotta, right? She can't just be on tour in 2025 and not be like doing the brand stuff off of the brand new album. Yes, agreed, Marissa. It's not a want, it's a need. See, Sharon says, but maybe as a surprise song, she's had this rehearsed for years. I don't think she would rob us of the joy and what we get and Swift Ball from surprise acoustic set. The way that she says, welcome to the acoustic set. It's like this, like, it's like a thing. I don't think she's going to get rid of it. I think that she's going to maybe take out a song or two because she's done that before. Like, I went to 2 nights in LA. I was there the night that 1989 was released. It was amazing. And I was also there night 1 by the goodness of my friend and just being in the right place at the right time. And one night she didn't play Champagne Problems, but she played No Body, No Crime. So it happens. She changes the set list. She'll take a song off here or there. But do I think she'll do an entire Tortured Poets era? I just got to know what the album sounds like because I feel like as soon as you hear a song, the album, a beat, you could be like, oh, this would be great on tour. I see the choreography in my head. Like I love back in my day when she would talk about, she's like Reputation. When you hear the notes, like it is a stadium tour album. The boom, 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 like it's such a big deal. It is such a very, very big deal. Lolo's Life said, I think she's ready to get it all out and ready to move into true peace and happiness. Oh yeah, wait, we didn't even talk about the door. The floating door that drops down and then like mysteriously disappears on the Eras Tour visualization. I think that door is going to open like they did in the, why haven't I talked about this online? You know, the little video that Taylor Nation did on showing us that we're getting a music video and like the tallies, the Fortnite thing, the door, right? It's like this like little computer animated graphic and we're going through and it's like, it shows us this door. I think that could be the door. And so that when she goes back on tour, then the visualization, like the door will like open and then like, gonna laugh at the ridiculous things that are about to come out of my mouth. Shakespearean, poetic people, choreographers. I'm gonna cry. That's so weird and funny. I'm sorry. We've got a lot. We have fun here. but like the Shakespearean dancers and poetry and just like wisteria growing over my bare feet. Like I could see that happening on the tour for sure. But it'd be sad to like take away from like Red or Fearless. Like there's just so many. I don't know. I do love how she shortened the Eras tour, but she summarized each era by like she's not playing the full song of Fearless. She's not playing the full song of Midnight Rain. She's doing the most iconic parts. She's not doing like if a song has like five choruses of the same verse, she's not doing that over and over and over again. She's just doing it a couple of times. So she's like giving us a summation, a little summary of what's the song is about and then kind of like mashing them together. I don't know, but I do think that it would be The Door, right? I don't know. Man. Oh my god. Guys, I've been having so much fun. I didn't even realize how long I've been live streaming. I didn't even know you could live stream this long on TikTok. My viewers are going up on YouTube. Are you guys at work right now? Or are you at school? Or am I like in someone's AirPods, like while you're like in a lecture right now? I want to know. I want to know. Laura, I agree with you. I just didn't want to say it. I'm really glad you said it. Laura Kerwin said, I think she could cut Red era a few songs. I agree, even though I love the Red era. I do. But there's a couple songs that I'm like, mer, mer. Hi Kelly Starbuck, how are you? Yes, so the LA pop-up at Spotify is happening right now. I'm in your class right now. Hee. Whatever. It's a national holiday. It really is. You left school when I started live streaming. Honestly, iconic. You truly, truly are. What was I just going to say? My train of thought. It was about what? Red? Lost it. Aggie said, I don't want her to remove any song. This is okay. Back on track, Aggie. This is how I was feeling is like the Eras tour has been this iconic thing. And there's like the concert film, which is amazing. And you do really feel like you're there watching the concert film. By the way, if you pause in a couple of frames, you can see me. You can see me in the Eras tour concert film. I have made it, guys. I am in row 3 on a couple shots. It's cool. It's like you really have to really zoom in, but it makes me feel really cool. Aggie said, I don't want her to remove any songs. It's the first time I get a chance to see her live in Europe, and I want to experience the Eras tour in its entirety, just like the Americans did. I also want that for you too. I want that for every international. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Like, I love so much watching it on TikTok. Thank God for Tess. Y'all are following Tess. Tess, dear, amazing human, live stream, Era's queen. Love her so much. It's so fun. Yes, I am definitely in. Oh my God, Victoria, thank you for saying that. You ready for the niche YouTube live chat comments that make me feel good? You must be a girl with great style, Victoria. Victoria said, this is unrelated, but Lauren, your eyebrows look so good. Haha. Thank you. I just got them waxed. Random inner workings of my brain. Yes, I'm ready for that first show back too. But do you think she's going to cut songs? Is she? Oh, Gigi. Spicy. Gigi said she put the movie out so she could change it. That's a very, very good point. That's a very good point, actually. Like the Eras tour is commemorated forever now in this long ass film. I'm like sweating right now. Oh my goodness. But yeah, if I could cut a song, if I could cut a few, which would I cut? Maybe something from the Red era. I do love We Are Never Getting Back Together, and I love Cam's knee in bed. I can't even say it, but I love Cam so freaking much. You know what I love? I love all the mini celebrities that come out of the Swiftie cinematic universe. Someone else said that recently, and now it's like my favorite thing to say. Thank you, Sarah, for your super chat donation. I love ya, little dancing pear man. Like Swiftie celebrities, like her friend Claire Winter, her friend Abigail, her stylist Joseph Castle Khalil. It begins with a C. It begins with a C. What other Swifty celebrities? Jack Antonoff. Yes, I know who the Bleachers are, and I did, and I obviously that song, "I Wanna Get Better." It's, like, amazing, but, like, I really did not ever know his name. He is a Swiftie celebrity that we now know of because of Taylor Swift. I would not have known who Joe Alwyn was. I would not have known who Travis Kelce was. Come at me, American football fans. Didn't know who he was. No one international knew who he was. It's true. Football's football, and then there's Taylor Swift, okay? Okay? I'm glad that I know about him now, but yeah. What other, Taylor Swift celebrities do you, like, know about now? I mean, like, Scott Swift, Andrea Swift, Tree, like, someone that we know about because Taylor Swift is friends with, Ronan, and Ronan's mom, Maya, who I love to follow. What a dear, dear sweetheart. But, like, do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Whoa, is that true? Lolo's Life said, which is why we can't purchase an actual hard copy of the Eras Tour movie because it's not complete. Can you not buy a hard copy of it? Not that I have a DVD player anymore or a CD player. People that are buying the CD singles, what are you playing it in? My car doesn't. Oh, I guess my car has one. We've just come so far. Did anyone see the Coachella videos and photos? Yes, I am obsessed. Seeing them so happy and hanging out. That was just like, I cannot believe that she was able to just have such an amazing time. Such an amazing time. Okay, I'm starting to get hungry. I want to answer 5 more questions. I've been live streaming for an hour and 20. This is fun though. I love you guys. This has been really fun. The Taychella, oh, so great. Gabriel Santos, I recognize your name. You've been following me for a while, haven't you? Say hi from Brazil. I'm so excited for TTPD. But Gabriel Santos, I recognize your name from like a long time ago. A long, long time ago. Lauren, when are you going live on Patreon? So right now, people in my Patreon Discord are already doing all the hype, the theories, the clues, but we are having an album release party tonight. You don't have to watch it alone. We do it in my Discord server, and we usually, Sarah, correct me if I'm wrong, we usually watch each song with the lyric videos that Taylor Swift puts on YouTube. Because honestly, okay, I do want your opinions on this because I answered a tweet about this earlier. Someone was like, do you listen to the songs alone or do you watch the lyric videos so you can like read what's going on? And I was like, I like to do a mixture of both, but sometimes I feel like reading the lyrics is helpful to know what she's saying in the story, but then it takes away from like the music and the feeling and the sound. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do tonight, honestly. I'm not sure, but we're doing that tonight in our Patreon Discord. You can come and join. Oh my God, Melissa. That was really nice. Thank you for your incredibly generous super chat donation. Get you some sushi and some wine for the watch party tonight. Oh my God, Melissa Resnick, you've been following me so long. If you're new here, my tradition is that after I do a live stream, I Postmates myself sushi. That's it. That's my tradition. It's because like right now, like even right now, like I'm just having so much fun. I light the fuck up talking to you guys about this stuff. It's fun. I recognize you guys' names from years ago. And then there's new people like King Justin from TikTok and Swifty Zoomies. And I don't know, I love this. And then I just get like starving. Like right now, my stomach is eating itself and I am all out of water. Well, it's behind me, but I don't want to get up. I want to continue answering a couple more questions from both TikTok and YouTube. Also, if you're not following me here, follow me there. You know, follow me there, follow me here, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Melissa, that was really kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I am going to get sushi now. Wow. Starbuck Kelly said, Lauren, I love that I recognize it. Like, I know you guys' usernames at this point. Well, Kelly's a long time. We love Kelly, Patreon love. Lauren, what does the black peace sign mean and the addition of the clock at 2 in the LA pop-up? There's a new clock? All the clocks, to my knowledge, are 2 o'clock. I think we're getting something at 2 a.m. I think we're getting something at 2 a.m. That's what I think. Someone, I already said this, sorry, repeating myself. Someone on Twitter that posted on Instagram said that what if she releases like a post-mortem version? Because, dude, it's a short album. It's shorter than normal. How long was Midnight's? Right? 60. Oh, 13. Wait. Oh, that's not including the deluxe. Okay, so there's, I gotta look at the track list again. So there are, Clara Bow is track 16. And then we obviously have the Albatross, the Manuscript, the Bolter, and the Black Dog, which I don't know how is all of that going to work? Are those 4 songs going to go live tonight on Spotify, or is it going to have to be like a CD thing? I am in Denver, so maybe I will just go to Target tomorrow. It was long in a good way. Oh my god, oh my god. Stop it. Are you really door dashing sushi as I'm talking about it? Love it. Great minds, great minds. I want to answer 3, 4 more questions and then I got to go. But then I'll be back. I'll be back. I am posting all day today. Instagram. Oh my god, there's so many now. No more social media platforms, please. I shall be posting on YouTube my reaction. I always post my reaction on YouTube. It's like a big tradition, and then obviously the unedited version will go live on Patreon. God, I hope copyright doesn't come for me. YouTube loves to come for me copyright wise. I think my account is flagged or something. That sucks. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. She's not doing something on Threads. No more. I can only handle so much. Okay. Jacob Osterman, hi friend, I recognize you, of course I do, said, do you think she chose Post Malone to collab on the album because the album is a post-mortem? That's iconic. Maybe. I think, and I'm sad I didn't end up making this video. Maybe it'll make its way into a decoding of this album or something. But do you guys remember the video? I'm going to give you the exact day because I wrote a whole script and I never got around to filming it. Ever since we got that backstage clip at the 2018 Billboard Music Awards where Taylor and Posty walked by each other backstage and she goes, dude, I am so jealous of your song. That hook is just incredible. I'm so jealous. And then like in interviews, Post Malone was like, for Taylor Swift to tell me she's jealous of my songwriting? Like what? So it could be because of the postmortem thing. It could just be because he's just a really good writer. He really is. I'm going to give you guys a little weird fun fact that I don't think anyone from like my real life is actually watching here or there. My ex-boyfriend, who is involved in like the YouTube Minecraft world, like the video gaming world on YouTube, which is like a very, very big deal. He used to live with Post Malone. They were roommates. And my ex-boyfriend was there the night that White Iverson went viral on SoundCloud. He was there when Lil Wayne reached out to Austin, Post Malone, who reached out to Austin and invited him to go on tour. Austin said yes. And then Justin Bieber reached out to Post Malone, was like, yo, I heard your song White Iverson on SoundCloud. Do you want to come on my tour? And Post Malone was like, I'm so sorry, Lil Wayne. I have to go on tour with Justin Bieber. I'm so sorry. Fun, random facts that you never asked for, but my ex-boyfriend has these like funny videos of them like playing Rock Band together, like before Post Malone had his like face tats, and just fun fact, mind-blowing, fun, random things. Oh my God. What do you think the Fortnite challenge is? I don't know, but I'm excited to tell you about it in a couple of hours. I love that. That's going to be fun. It sounds like it's a cool thing that's happening. I don't know what the challenge is. I have no idea actually, but I love that that went live a couple of hours ago. So we know all about it. All about it. Guys, last 3 questions. Last 3 questions. Are you going to the record store? I think tomorrow I will go to Target. If I'm not dead from editing. Guys, I tried to go to bed really late last night to like reset my brain because I'm like, I feel like after this, I need to eat, take a nap, and then like wake up again. But then I'm like, I want to like prepare. Like, I'm trying so hard to be very on time. I already have half of a thumbnail prepared for my live reactions, for my YouTube filmed reactions. And then I love like popping in to our Patreon album release party that we're having tonight. And it's just, I can't wait for all of us to just hear it all together. That's like my favorite part. That's my favorite thing is like favorite and most stressful thing is when I'm filming. I'm like sweating, drinking wine, trying to listen to lyrics. And I'm like, okay, wait, pause the recording. What's everyone saying in the Patreon? What's everyone saying on Twitter and on TikTok? And it's just going to be such a fun night. Thank you so much for your donation. Why is it not popping up? Hi, Oscar. I love it. It's always the same people. Like, I love you guys so very much. Oscar says, hi, can't wait for the album. You're seeing Tay on the 3rd of August in Poland. Fun fact, I went to Poland a long time ago, but I went there. Okay, last 2 questions. Taylor Swift related questions because Crystal said, where's Harley? How's Miss Deb? Harley's over there. Harley! Hi, baby. Stinky Pea. Oh, I can't call him that. That's what I call Chester. My mom is great. She's right behind me in that room over there. Which song? Which song was what? Oh, sorry. I'm caught up behind. You miss the wine stream. Oh my God. Oh my God. In case you didn't know, one time I was like, in an effort to like boost my YouTube AdSense or revenue, I was like, let's do a Taylor Swift live stream, but I will take a sip of my wine anytime you guys send me a donation. Well, I made a good chunk of money. Guess what else? I got so fucked up that night. I was so drunk. So drunk. It was too much. It was too much. Laura, I'm so happy to hear you say that. Laura said, your live reaction is such an ingrained tradition of album release nights for me. I treasure it so. Hmm. Are you going to be out of service anytime soon? Just wondering if Rep TV is going to be announced. Honestly, she's probably going to do it when I'm not around, when I'm on a camping trip. Remember the folklore girl who went camping and was like, if Taylor Swift releases an album, I will be out of phone service. Remember that? That was really funny. Oh my God, the amount of people on my YouTube live chat that are like, I remember the live stream where you got wasted. Embarrassing. You guys are like my like old embarrassing like cousins that like remember this. That was wild. No, I have not heard any of the leaks and you should not either. Don't talk about them. They could be wrong. All right? You don't know if they're right. And what I said earlier at the beginning is that if you try and play off like, oh, I didn't listen to the leaks, but then you have like, you posted a tweet yesterday. I don't know when it leaked. 2 days. You posted a tweet this week being like, well, I predict that, and it's like this like niche thing that's like correct. We're going to know. We're going to know. Don't do that. We don't like that. We don't like that. Not a fan. All right. One more question, guys. Just one. Just one. Who's got it? Who's got the good ruining Christmas? LOL. Who's got the one question? I can also go back to Twitter to see because I told you guys I would go. I'm sorry to everyone. You remember Wasted Lauren and you remember freaking me out with the spider on my chair? Guys, I want to make merch related to the spider on the chair, but I don't know how. What would I do? I don't want to make merch with like a spider on the shoulder. That's kind of gross, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Ugh, you guys, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to ask you guys a question. What are your snacks of choice that you will be snacking on tonight? What are your snacks of choice? I want to know. I will have wine. I bought a bottle of champagne, red wine, and white wine. But whenever I drink the red wine, I always get these like embarrassing lines on my mouth. So I'm like thinking I might just do the champagne or the white wine. One of those, I think. I don't know. The tortured spider department. Wait, I'm obsessed. Should I make like exclusive Halloween merch? Tortured spider department. I am obsessed. That is hilarious. Wow. Okay. Your guys's Snacks are wine, Takis, and pretzels. My kids' leftover Easter chocolate, YOLO, love it. Cheese, froyo, cheddar pretzels. What else we got? PBR, love it, Peter, love it. I might get a pizza, munchies. Oh my God, that was funny, Gigi. You got me good. Guys, if you are interested at all, no pressure. You should come join my Patreon community. We have a fun time. It's also like $5 and you get access to every single video I've ever made, ever unedited, with all the timestamps. It's a good time. And tonight, especially, is just going to be so much fun. I also recently did a post where I wrote a post, like a regular Patreon post that I always do, and then I went to ChatGPT and I was like, write this in the form of a tortured poet. How can I like read you the beginning of it? Because it is hilarious. Hilarious. And then I gotta go because I'm starving. Come on, load. And my Patreon's a really fun place to be. And it's no pressure, and you can always join and then leave and come back. It's not a big deal at all, I promise. Okay. This is the post that I did through ChatGPT. I was like, write this post that's like a regular album release party post in the form of a tortured poet. Here's what it said. The sweet torment of anticipation. Blessed be the month of TTPD. Oh, my dear brethren of the quill and cord, the hour is nigh. I need to be wearing my poet shirt. The oracle of our times, Taylor Swift, is poised to unveil her 11th opus. What mysteries shall be unraveled in this new epoch? 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 I don't know if I'm saying that right. Pray do share your prophetic musings on the symphonies that await. Let us convene under the cloak of night, or at the stroke of 9 Pacific time for those bound by mortal constraints, on the 18th of April in our hallowed digital sanctum, the Discord server. There we shall partake in the communal revelry of this momentous unveiling. I'm sorry. That's hilarious. That's like the funniest thing that I've ever heard. How do you say it? It's epoch. There's an ad? I think that's a setting. I didn't do that. You saw me. Wait, that's hilarious. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Demi. Yes, Sarah, great point. Sarah's like, we've got lots of people who join for the every album and then they leave when they want. Like, yo, it's hard times right now. Finances are tough for everyone, even in the influencer community. I actually had someone ask me recently, like, why are YouTubers posting less and less? It's because TikTok, you guys made things happen over there. And like, literally, brand deals are not as much. They are far and few between on YouTube. Like, even some of my favorite YouTubers that I love following, just in general, AdSense has just gone down. I don't know. It's wild. Yeah, I'm glad you guys liked that, brethren of the cord and quill. Like, oh, my favorite line was the mortal constraints. Like, was that like amazing? That was amazing. I love it. Okay, you guys, I've been live streaming for an hour and 37 minutes. This has been fun. This has been iconic, actually. The fact that I'm not tired, the fact that I could just keep going. I could just keep talking. Someone find the casting manager at The Circle at Netflix because I want to go on that show because I could just talk to a wall. Fun fact, I did actually make it to the very last round of auditions, like the Netflix round, and then I didn't make it through. But I think I would be great. I think I'd be great at it. Guys, it is TTPD day. I'm very excited to go check on everything that's happened in the almost 2 hours I've been live streaming. And this has just been fun. Thank you for joining in on my Taylor Swift album release day tradition. Maybe I will add TikTok live streaming into this tradition because it's just been really, really fun. It has been great. Hi, Jonah. Guys, I cannot wait to hear all of your thoughts and opinions. I will be live tweeting my thoughts, live posting my thoughts on Instagram. On YouTube, I shall be filming my reaction and then staying up into the wee hours of the morn, getting you your reaction. And then I'm going to see how I can do with the decodings. I will say this is kind of a crazy weekend for me. If you didn't know, I'm in town for my cousin's bar mitzvah, and then overshare alert, Sunday is the 3-year anniversary of the passing of my dad. So I am in town to spend time with my family. There needs to be a better word besides anniversary. You know, this is not like a celebrate. I don't know. Anyways, not to end on a really awkward, weird note. But yeah, we have Fortnite. That's what's happening. Fortnite is the lead single. We get the music video tomorrow. Guys, this is amazing. This has been so much fun. This is so much fun. The Tortured Spider Department. Look out for merch. You were there. I feel like that has to be like a Halloween exclusive release or something. I don't know. I don't know. This has been fun. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for having fun with me and listening to me ramble on. But I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I have to end the live streams both at different times. So one of you is going to be a little awkward for, but thanks for joining. And I will, oh, thanks for saying that, Onscar. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that. Have a good one. The next time you see this face will be in her Tortured Poet era. Amazing. I love it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. On YouTube. When will it end? We don't know.